Hey guys, I wanted to show you that I don't always look like a hot mess, and because today's Sunday and literally the only day of the week that I actually do put on makeup. And B, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the so-called potato that everybody is saying that you should cut out of your diet and everything. Um, let's talk a little bit about potassium. Everybody usually wants to talk about, the calcium that you need on your daily basis, your protein, your vitamin C levels and everything. But does anybody know exactly how much potassium the human body actually needs? The human body, depending on, how much you weigh and how tall you are and everything, anywhere between 3,500 to 4,700 per day, which is quite a lot, right? So when people think of potassium, what do they usually think of? Bananas are obviously full of potassium. Uh, the other thing is obviously strawberries. Strawberries only have like 18 milligrams worth of potassium in one of them, though. So your strawberry banana smoothie is probably only going to have like maybe 4 to 500 milligrams worth of potassium, which is still a lot, but we're trying to get to 3,500, okay, on a daily basis. Now, what is potassium actually for? Athletes will use it for muscle spasms, which in one of my cases for fibromyalgia is what I deal with on a daily basis. Muscle spasms in my chest, my back, my legs, sometimes even all the way down to my calves and my toes. You've woken up in the middle of the night, I'm sure, before with a big Charlie horse on the back of your calf, right? And that is your body telling you that you need to A, hydrate, and B, eat more potassium. So let's talk about one of nature's biggest potassium givers, okay? And that is actually the potato. Now, before I get into how much is actually in the potato, let's divulge into what's in the banana first. The banana has 422 milligrams of potassium. The avocado, which everybody raves about today, which is obviously very good in healthy fats, as well as potassium, it has 708 grams of milligrams of potassium in just one cup. So that's like half of a large avocado. What about the sweet potato? It's a nature superfood. It's rich in vitamins A, which is good for muscles as well. Your sweet potato only has 448 though. So what about your regular everyday baked potato? It has a whopping 897 grams of potassium in just one potato, okay? Which is fairly good as far as I'm concerned. But let's take it a step further. How can we add more potassium to our baked potato for dinner time or for lunchtime, whichever you prefer? One of the things that I like to do, which I didn't know about until recently, was adding black beans to it. Broccoli, roasted peppers, anything you can think of. Just loading it up full of vegetables and everything like that. Black beans outrank the potato on potassium, though, by a whopping 2,760 grams of potassium. So it's more than just protein than it is potassium, which to me blew me out of the water whenever I looked this up the other day. I was like, no way. Like that's pretty much almost your whole day's worth of potassium in one cup of black beans. So I'm going to have my trusty husband help me out here. And I'm going to show you what I do with my, forgive me with, again, I don't know how to switch. There we go. Okay. So I've already got a baked potato here with some black beans on it. I've already dressed it with salt and pepper and olive oil and everything. And I'm assuming everybody knows how to make a baked potato. If you don't, it's fairly easy. You wrap it in tinfoil, pop it in the oven for about 45 minutes or so, until it's at least soft. So let's take our avocado, which again has potassium, and we're going to go around it, opening it up. Now this is where a lot of people mess up, and my husband hates me whenever I do this. I love you. Usually a lot of people will sit there and try to use a paring knife to get it out. I've cut my hand more on using a paring knife than I have using a big knife whenever it comes to getting the pit out. So, just that easy. And then throw it away. Now, you can sit there and cut it any way you want, but I like just peeling the avocado just like this. And we are going to be making an avocado dressing for the top of our baked potato. And again, I have some roasted veggies in the oven. I've got some broccoli, some red onion, and I have some red bell pepper. That's going to go on top of our potato as well. So, I'm going to give my hands a wash. And as you can see over here, I've got the kids' dinner ready. They've got some chicken nuggets and some sweet potato. I know I don't exactly expect my kids to go completely vegetarian at this point in time. So chicken nuggets is still on the menu for them. But what I like to do with my sweet potato is just dress it in olive oil and put some cinnamon and sugar on top, and the kids love that 10 times more than they do anything else. So I'm going to add about half a cup. Again, I'm sorry I don't measure. We're going to dress it with some salt, pepper, and guess what's coming back? Our little anti-inflammatory cayenne pepper. As you can tell, I love these spices. I use them almost on a daily basis. Then we got some chili powder, because I grew up with a mama who loves Mexican food. And anytime I can add any kind of Mexican flavor to my dish, that's what I'm going to do. We got our paprika, our chili powder, our garlic powder, our onion powder, basically everything that we used yesterday. And about the same thing of what I did yesterday, a couple tablespoons, or teaspoons of each. Put that together. And you can use any blender you have. It doesn't have to be a NutriBullet or, Vitamix. Some people can't really afford that type of stuff. And all we're going to do is we're going to take our beautiful looking veggies out of the oven. I have been able to convert even my mother-in-law to eating vegetables because I roast them in the oven. They're that good. All right. I'm going to grab our little spoon, and we're just going to load it up with as much as we can possibly. And that's the one thing I love about the whole vegan thing is there's no measuring. You can eat as much as you want of this stuff right here. You don't have to measure anything out. They basically say just eat however much vegetables you can get in your system in the day. So, after that, I'm going to grab another clean spoon. And we're just going to dollop this right on top like a good sour cream. And that right there, that potato alone, has 2,200 grams of potassium. So, thank you very much. I'll see you next time.